Travis.
Okay, he wants to move
There's a lot of stuff on the agenda.
I can talk about the girlies.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the agenda. You know,
I don't talk about TravisScott. I ain't got nothing to say.
You got nothing to say?
I don't.
Why have you got nothing to say?
Because I feel like
AstroWorldFestival, massive tragedy. 8 people passed away.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to those people.
Of course.
Yeah.
But on the whole, I think that maybe it's just social media as well. Yeah. Everyone wants to say something. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, we're on a podcast, and the nature of a podcast is you're talking about current affairs.
Yeah,
but
I mean, there is a mic in front of you.
There is a mic. I even said make sure my mic is on when I come.
Yeah.
But I feel like
I can hear you.
Everyone wants to say something. Everyone wants to be seen to say the right thing at the right time. But I don't have anything to say. I'm not going to say TravisScott has always been a dickhead. I do not know this man. Do you get it? And at the end of the day, he was on stage, had his in-ears on. He should have stopped when he saw the ambulance coming through and he said, what's going on? Okay, keep my music running. That's when he should have stopped. You get it? So 100% he has also, because you can't hear anything. You're miles away from the 250,000 people.
There's a lot of people in front of you.
A lot of people you can't see. However, you did see some things, and that's when you should have stopped the concert. And that is all I have to say.
Do you know what it is? It's like, I understand maybe where you're coming from. I think I see both sides, not to sit on the fence, but it's like, festivals, that environment, people pass out. It's a very normal thing to happen. Like, and in that style of music, people might be intoxicated,
but also,
on drugs. I've been at people don't hydration issues aside from crowd sweating and overcrowded.
Maybe in Houston, Texas.
No, I don't want to put spice in. I want to be accurate if we're going to say stuff like that and that. But it's not far fetched for Travis Scott to be on stage, see someone pass out, and maybe continue the show. I have seen another angle where he does stop and say, yo, someone's passed out, get that person help. But I'm not mad when people start presenting you with new information and saying, in 2015, this person got arrested, got fined. Even in his own documentary on Netflix, it shows he does have kind of a passion and a push for rage and rioting. Like, he literally encourages that. He's been punished for inciting and encouraging a riot. So then when you start adding all these things up about your past behaviour, and then we get this happening, I don't think it's fair to just lay the blame just at him. You've got to look at the venue, you've got to look at the security, there's a whole host of things. But I don't think I understand why people go out, people just want something to talk about. But when people are presenting information about your character, how you move, what you care about, like, okay, cool, maybe the manager, I see a clip of his manager, ex-manager, talking about being left in a studio having a seizure. Maybe he did say this back in the day and we never heard about it. But when your character gets called into question, a lot more other things come out about you because people are more comfortable now to say stuff. Yeah. Because now is the kind of the stage for it. People go, you should have said, because even in the clip, the guy goes, when I started basically working with him, managing him, I was, he admitted to using bots to boost his presence online and that. Maybe you should have said it back in the day, but we're talking about you now, so I'm going to talk about your character.
You said it in the past, but just not.
Maybe you didn't hear my man. I knew it was an Instagram post. People are scared to say something about the person because
he's just a dickhead.
The person's popular. People ain't going to hear me out. But now we're talking about your behavior. People have died at the end of the day.
Yeah,
8 people died, innit?
That's mad. He has very much dickhead energy. But what I will say is, I'm not going to blame the security. I'm not necessarily going to blame, because at the end of the day, if the artist says yes or no, everyone is following what the artist says. So you might have as much crit in the world. If the artist says, you move over there, let the fans through, they're going to move.
Although, have you guys ever been to a Travis Scott show?
No.
Right, so although, like, you being the name, AstroWorld is yours. At the end of the day, when something as tragic happens, people are gonna hold you accountable at the end of the day, right? And sometimes, like, you look at it, you review the situation, you're like, it's harsh to solely blame it all on him, because anyone that's been on a stage at something of that magnitude
knows how difficult it is.
It's difficult to hear. It's difficult to see everything, and when you're in your element of performing, you add those 3 factors.
And who's to say he's not intoxicated?
Who says he's not intoxicated? I've been to the AstroWorld show.
Okay.
Right. I knew what it was about.
Yeah.
Chaos and carnage.
I've seen the documentary.
I can't understand why you were there.
I enjoyed the album.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
I'm saying environment wise, I don't think that's something for you. Like, them young kids going crazy. I've seen videos of them
in
like
the box. I made sure.
He's a big man.
I made sure.
Man at the boxer. You taking the piss.
My apologies. I forgot who I was talking to.
El Velveto. You joking?
Don't do that. I just made sure that I wasn't in the standing area.
Yeah.
I'm past that now.
Oh, please.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
Remember what happened when we was small example.
Exactly.
Pepsi Max 10.
And I was gonna get there, bro.
Yeah.
We were at Wireless 2015.
Was that Young Fog?
2015.
It was a year Captain Conan with Section Poise, and they shut down the Pepsi Max.
You couldn't move.
If you're not reading this, it's too late. Era Drake.
Yes, I remember
when he was doing the Jungle tour. Yeah.
Me
and Fols were in that Pepsi Max tent. Captain Conan came out, and at the time, "Don't Waste My Time" was
the song.
It was the thing, right? And it got to a point where it got so on top. We were in, like, it was a tent, it's outside, but it's inside.
Yeah, because it's open. Yeah.
I got in there dry, I left wet.
Yeah, I remember. The Pepsi Max is always crazy.
So it got so crazy where, like, people were falling on top of each other. There were moments where me and Foles had to, like,
grab people
up and stuff like that. Yeah. If that never happened, then things could have got on top.
Because you fall, I could fall.
Yeah. And having a lot of bodies on you, bro, like, people are claustrophobic with being on their feet.
Yeah, that's mad.
Already in an open area, out in the air, So, like, being in that situation, it can get very scary. So I think when you get to that point of your career, even having the knowledge, like knowing what your fans are like,
and you
because this is not your first rodeo. This is not your first.
He's encouraging. He's deleted the tweets, but he's encouraging with tweets.
This is not your first AstroWorld.
Very true.
Yeah?
Very true.
So you know what it's about. Captain Conan had to stop the show.
He told everyone to pattern up.
Otherwise,
how many times does that happen? The DJ turns off the music. Yo, what's going in the middle? Stop.
I've been to a gang of concerts, and I'm sure everyone in here has.
Of course.
It's like the artist has to have visibility of like what's going on to some degree.
100%.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, where it's like, yo, something's happening over there.
They can't see
and
what
then
it
there's
is.
like, you go to a Jay-Z show, and like he'll break up like, you know, sections of the stage. This side do this, this side do that, this side. So you acknowledge that there's segments of the show that's going to give you different reactions. That right side are waving like, yo, stop. There's a clip that I saw. He's like, "Rah, who asked me to stop the show? You know what we came in for."
Please.
Do you know what I'm saying? There's certain
but
things
there's conflicting clips in it.
There are conflicting clips,
and he can't legislate for young. In 1 second, for young idiots, there's an ambulance coming through to take people out. There are people jumping on top of the ambulance. The artist can't legislate for that, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's why I'm saying, like, you can't 100% put the blame on him, because number one, like, the staff were understaffed,
and I heard also that there was issues with VIP. So like people trying to jump the fence to get into VIP, and like people not being as forthcoming to like help them and get them into VIP, and that kind of juxtaposition of like the haves and the have-nots, isn't it,
bro?
I'm sure a TravisScott concert ticket isn't cheap anyway, but like the fact that the VIP dons ain't really trying to, people are getting crushed here.
All of those instances like don't sit well with me. There was a similar incident when I was at uni, where there was a stampede and
oh my gosh,
I think 2 girls died.
Yes, wickedest in Northampton. I was on those stairs.
You was at the rave?
I wasn't at the rave.
Yes, I was in that crush, and it was mad because it was going down. Like the stairs were going down, and it got smaller. So obviously we're in the party, and it's only because they called the coaches, but no one knew where the coaches were, and then the coaches were leaving, innit? So everyone rushing.
Bro, exactly, 2 girls from around the way.
Yeah. They
lost their lives, and like
mad. It was
with
mad.
Those 8 people that lost their lives at AstroWorld is very difficult to comprehend, because they've come out to see their favorite artists and they haven't made it home. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so we need to really be delicate in this situation, because like there's a lot of people pointing the fingers, and you know there's other people starting to assassinate someone's character, but bro, people have died.
But it's hard not to point the finger when there's so much money at stake, because Essie started the conversation, she doesn't want to like necessarily blame anybody or like.
No. It's not that I didn't want to blame him, but I just said
outside. You said anybody's like, you don't want to point on just anybody, but like the blame game started. So the insurers they're gonna try and push a liability onto him. So you've already got the police. So there's this alleged story. It's not been proven yet that someone was in the crowd with a needle. So if we can,
they proved it. They proved
has that been proven?
Yeah, they saw the clip. They said,
all right, please, if you can show me that, because I was seeing some conflicting stuff saying not you can do it later. I think we'll do it now, but it's like
it was
that came out. So it's like we can start
Houston
saying that this wasn't an issue with Travis or police not being on point. It was a crazy individual in the crowd injecting people, which started a panic, and that's what caused the issues. Then one second, then the police statement comes out after saying that before the concert, we had a meeting with Travis, to speak about past behaviours and good conduct and stuff. So everyone's trying to secure and guard their territory. Travis released the IG statement, then he released the video, which it's always hard to say someone's not being sincere, but like, Donnie, you don't even you want to be awake. There's a filter. Everything about the video just felt off. It felt off. It's a shit video. Call it for what it is. The video is shit.
Being at the AstroWorld concert, I already knew the type of the music that he makes, incites a lot of people to go nuts. It was like a rock show for me.
Yeah.
You've got Stargazing, Butterfly Effect, Highest in the Room, like Goosebumps, and he's going mental on stage, like he's jumping from place to place. He's bringing people from the audience to come on stage and then jump back into the crowd and crowd surf.
Yeah, he's encouraged people to jump into the crowd from like balconies and stuff. So yeah,
bro, like it's insane. It's mental, and I'm a person that like goes by patterns. Eventually, something like this is gonna happen because this is not the first time people are passing out at your shows. It's known for people to pass out at your shows.
People pass out at shows. So that's
I think that's a good point to make, though.
People do pass out.
Yeah, that's
shows,
a good point to make. That's a good point to make.
People definitely pass out at his shows.
People,
but not because of.
And he knows that people like.
Yeah,
get
to that point and they just combust. He knows that.
You get to a point where like he's at the biggest that he's ever been right now after AstroWorld. He's at the biggest. Sicko Mode.
Look,
Sicko Mode was.
Oh my God, what's that?
Huge. Right, it's a big album. He's got a documentary on Netflix. It brings more intrigue. So it then brings more people that are gonna want to come to your shows now.
Start the conversation with that, like in that Netflix show, documentary, whatever. They highlight the issue of the whole rioting and like the whole rage element and the stuff that he kind of encourages. So when we was having the conversation about like not solely laying blame, I get it, but maybe in this incident, he's not got that much blame. But because your past behavior,
it's a pattern.
Now this has happened. It's like this kind of thing was bound to happen if like you've got young people who have been encouraged by their leader to storm gates.
That's what I'm
to
saying.
show
I can't
rage.
Blame security.
He also literally deleted the tweets, literally verbatim said, "We're gonna get these guys in through the back door." He wants his rages there, if I'm quoting him correctly. Like, so people aren't like reaching when they look at you like, what's going on? What are you looking for? And clips where like
security and that Netflix documentary is also promo.
Yeah,
regardless of how you say it, like
got promo for the festival
for AstroWorld. People are going to want to come to this now. They want to
be a part of it.
Like when you see something of that magnitude on Netflix, when something that you're doing annually, like because he's shown his trajectory. Like when he first started performing, there's like 10 people on.
I remember that clip. He's at a festival stage somewhere.
Yeah. 10 people are just there turning up to his music, and then it just grows and grows and grows. You got people running after his whip. Like he's got to that stage where like he's a megastar, especially in the States. Do you know what I mean? Like he's got a particular demographic that if you didn't come the year before or the year before that, you're definitely gonna come now after you've seen that. Do you know what I'm saying? You've dropped an album that is Grammy nominated. Like you're at the highest. Like people like Kanye West are drawing like.
But all that stuff's great. It doesn't negate your behavior though.
It doesn't.
People
but
can
you need
want to come
as an artist, you need to be aware of these small little things.
But that's what I'm speaking to is that like this is maybe my man isn't aware because this is what he wants. Maybe I can't say he wants people to die, but he definitely wants.
He doesn't want people to die.
He wants that rage.
Yeah.
And that he literally the man asks for riots. He wants people to jump
It gives me forced star. It gives me forced stardom, forced rock star, because rock stars don't have to ask their fans, "I want to create a rage. This is our vibe. We're raging." No, it's the nature of the music. When I hear Travis Scott, does it make me want to shake my head and mosh pit? Not necessarily. So it gives me forced.
But you're not really you don't give me mosh pit.
No, but I can get it.
No.
I can get down.
Let's get back to the funnies. Essie, I can't imagine you with your fresh hair down, your nails, your drip in the middle of a mosh pit. I'd almost be disappointed. I'd be disappointed in you a little bit.
In my youth.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is it gives me force, because all the things you're saying, what the post you just showed me, it's forcing it.
Yeah. There's a post that like apparently was on his IG in 2015. I don't know if the person's passed out or dead, but it says, "To the kid that didn't survive the rodeo, you're a hero in my book."
It's very forced. So you see what I said at the beginning of, I don't want to talk too much.
I've seen it.
I've changed my mind now. I've been presented with new information.
Okay, change your mind.
No, I've changed my mind because, like I said, I didn't follow Travis Scott. He's Kylie Jenner's baby father.
It's funny how like my man's one of the biggest artists in our space. And I saw a lot of that, like, who is my man? Where did he pop up from? And
if you told me to sing a Travis Scott song,
like what, Travis?
Like the fact she references, that's Kylie Jenner's man.
Oh no, like I mean, I caught onto him quite early when he was on Grand Hustle, T.I.'s label.
Yeah, I did not. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so rodeo, and he was.
It is life I cannot change.
And Kanye gravitated towards him early.
They became brother-in-laws.
Do you know what I'm saying? You can hear Kanye in his music, and you can hear Travis in Kanye's music. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so they kind of used each other at different stages of their careers.
Yeah.
Right. So you kind of knew that the level of what Travis was on. Like, when you see him off stage, he seems very introverted, like, you know, like head down. He's not really looking into the camera. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
It's like forced.
But on stage, like, he's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna act like I haven't been in like volatile situations in other shows, in rap concerts.
No, of course.
Yeah,
but that's why I say that's like,
do you know what I mean?
You have to kind of balance conversation a bit. Like, there are certain norms that happen.
But I've been in certain situations where it's been stopped.
Okay, that's.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's been stopped.
I think it always gets stopped. It always gets stopped. Even remember that first Rick Ross, not the first, Rick Ross concert years and years and years ago. Yeah, the guy was fighting. Yeah, stopped. Concert done. Yeah, lock off. Yeah, finished.
It wasn't like.
Do you know what I mean?
enjoyed it. Yeah. But in hindsight, looking at it, like, it wasn't an enjoyable experience. I had to tell my sister to go to the back. Literally. I think she was even. You were there. Yeah, maybe, like it was crazy.
My sister likes being in the mosh pit. So it's my great. I get onto all the time, but I end up being like that old,
there's a
like
mosh
a
pit.
big bro that's like out of touch. I'm like,
there's a mosh pit.
I don't enjoy it.
Beefing
there's a
and
mosh pit,
bleeding.
and there was that night.
That was mad.
There was a mosh pit, and
but this is what I'm saying. The fact that
Rick
we're
Ross
saying
concert was in Ends, though, innit?
Yeah, it was.
Hammersmith Apollo.
Hammersmith.
BMF tour.
Oh, come on, man.
All the niggas were out.
They really were. But the fact that we all have instances and examples of the thing.
Bro, this is not the first time I've seen a Donny pass out. My first concert, like, that I watched on TV was a Michael Jackson concert.
And I
saw grown men and grown women alike being carried out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and in this particular instance, I heard that they were understaffed.
Okay.
And
well, like I said, that's why the blame game does start, though, because you have to remember, people have passed away.
You start
and also
picking at everyone else.
In America, it's a litigious society. People suing it. So now we're gonna start taking. Like, I lost my loved one. The money ain't gonna bring them back, but I'm still gonna go and get the money.
Yeah.
So that's why we might try and do, you know, like the human thing. Or we don't want to blame people. That thing has already started. The wheels in motion. Like, Drake's already in part of.
He's been sued as well.
Drake came out for a stock and a half.
He came out for 5 minutes.
That's how serious the whole suing culture is in America. Everybody is in trouble, bro.
But probably when sicko mode happened, that's probably where it just got even more peak.
Yeah. But also, you see when you said that you saw videos, we've all seen them of people getting carried out at Michael Jackson concerts, but the artist is in control of the crowd, and crowd care is number one. The artist isn't saying continue. I've seen an ambulance, but I still want you to rage. Do you get it? I'm seeing people being passed over, and I still want you to go crazy. Everyone else
that works on a festival.
It's crowd care,
and blah blah
and you
blah.
let the people do their job. Do you know what I'm saying? I've never been in a situation.
We've been to festivals. I went to Ends Festival. There was not one issue.
Yeah.
Not one.
Because black people don't do all that nonsense. What I'm saying. So Wizkid,
that's the racial divide.
Not one.
NSG,
It just goes to show that like everything
it starts and stops. At
everything
the artists,
is, but well, the artists and everyone that is working on this festival is doing their due diligence
and the behavior of the crowd as well.
Yeah, the behavior of the crowd
that
plays
will
a
stem
point.
from the artist.
Of course.
See how I changed my mind.
No,
That's what I'm saying. At the beginning, I said I don't want to talk too much, but I've decided.
And look at you talking like a talking man.
Yeah, I've decided. Yeah, because even with being understaffed, you could be understaffed, but if there's madness happening in the crowd, the artist says stop. I don't want to see any of that, or we're not continuing. I'm going home. Drake's flying back to Toronto. It's done. Everyone will stand still.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I went to watch The Throne and niggas in Paris caused
all
huge
sorts of ruckus and shenanigans. They say,
pit.
calm down,
they were like,
calm down.
Yo, you want us to perform this? Chill out.
That's it. That's
Bro,
all it takes.
I was at Freshers versus Returners, bro. I told you that story.
Yeah.
In 02.
Do you know how much memories that brings back?
Chill out.
But it's like 09, 010 times, I think, yeah? Youths have come into the dance. Big passes happen and that. Everyone's trying to run out and that. Bro, I tripped and fell. I got caught under, like, I told you, like, the heavy mamas and that. And we laugh and joke here, but those, like, whatever they were, 5, 10, 30 seconds.
But those moments, yeah. It's
I
scary.
were under those bodies, like, you can't breathe, bro.
Yeah.
I went into panic mode, bro.
Like,
I was flinging them off me, like, you know how the wildebeest fling off, like,
yeah.
bro, because I said, I'm not going out like this. This ain't going to be my story. Because my thing is, like, of course, you're never always going to be in control in it. But I want to be, no matter like what.
That's not what I want to see.
Yeah, no matter what my exit looks like. Yeah, I want to at least have a fighting chance.
Yeah, that's not what I want to see on Foles' eulogy. Like,
died at Freshers Returns.
I don't want to make light or joke.
I've changed my mind. All the blame lies squarely
of this situation.
at
Like,
TravisScott.
8 people died.
Okay, so is that your stance? All the blame lies squarely at TravisScott. Is that what you're doing?
Because I think even with the understaffing, maybe it was a hot day. Maybe, yes, his fans stormed the entrance and this and that. But how many festivals happen all day long? People don't storm, Rolling Loud, and there's 700 artists plus. Travis plus.
Yeah, Travis is there. Travis, Migos, all of the, like, Uzi Vert.
Plus. Do you get it? So
those things don't happen, but then, like...
happen. When he's doing, we're going to get you all in. But then
it feeds into the narrative that, like, it's not just solely him because he's performed at these shows.
Yeah, but it's not just
and
his fans.
And everything is like...
Yeah, because it's not just his fans.
Yeah, it's not just his fans.
That's
but
why.
He's
not in control of the whole crowd.
But there's certain artists on a certain festival that will bring the majority of the people there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
I think the Rolling Loud example is hard and bad because that is a massive festival. People are definitely there for this artist, but the fan crossover is crazy.
Yeah.
There was a certain point where Migos and Travis were like the dons that were pushing mad tickets for Rolling Loud.
But Migos do not tell their fans.
What she's speaking to is you as an artist are creating a certain culture.
Yeah.
And we may go see this artist is good vibe. That's where the gal are. This artist over here is good vibe because that's where the drug taking is. This artist, that's where the bad man. Like if I want to go house festivals, I might not want to go in the deep house tent because that's when the gun man are in there.
But I'm
just
saying that like in these things, like there's
nuances.
There's nuances. There's different components
to
what makes it.
She's just saying her stance.
I've heard all the components, and I think from working at festival, honestly, yeah, you can have